It has a powerful diesel engine, a comfortable rear seat, a grille that opens and closes when it needs to breathe, blue colored brake calipers and a split tailgate. This is an SUV which costs rupees 1.37 crores on road Mumbai, yet I find it to be the best in the segment. Say hello to the BMW X5 xDrive30d M Sport. I know it's old, but it is still gold because look at it. BMW is yet to polarize the design of this one because the grille is the right size and it also illuminates at night. The wheels are big at 21 inches and the rear tires are huge at 315 mm. That's bigger than supercars. No wonder the alloys are from a supercar. Doesn't the Y-shaped design remind you of a certain Lambo? The interior is simply lovely with the dashboard very pleasing to look at. I love the X5 branding on the co-passenger side that also changes color basis which of the 15 ambient light colors you choose. The crystal cut iDrive controller, gas selector and engine start button are just so premium. The powered seats are very comfortable and supportive. The front ones getting heating, ventilation and extendable under-thigh support. But there ain't no massage here. By the way, this car has BMW individual seats, so of course they will be awesome. The rear seats are very comfy but a bit too upright and the backrest angle isn't adjustable. You also get a provision to mount a tablet and there are manual sunblinds too. The boot is huge at 650 liters and you get a space saver spare wheel right below. You can boost the boot capacity by folding the second row seats in 40-20-40 format. There are plenty of storage spaces including a lockable glove box, big door pockets, cup holders in the center console and rear center armrest, aircraft style magazine pockets and a hidden storage box for the driver. The X5 is loaded with plenty of kit including a 12.3-inch instrument cluster which also has AR navigation view, a heads-up display, a 14.9-inch touchscreen that is slick to use, 360-degree parking camera with bird's eye view, inbuilt navigation, wireless charging pad, a drive recorder that lets you record from all the 4 of the 360-degree cameras, four-zone climate control AC, powered steering wheel with a multitude of physical buttons, voice commands. What do you think about Mercedes?
I didn't understand that. Please say it again.
Yes, you heard me.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Try one more time.
She's just not that into you.
How much power does this car have?
I didn't understand you. Please try again.
That's President Trump.
Open the sunroof.
Okay.
Panoramic sunroof, 8 airbags, great quality wipers with plenty of spray from the washers, sun visors that extend further, adaptive LED headlights that pulsate on unlocking the car, the rear ones having welcome and goodbye animations, soft closed doors, gesture control to adjust the audio volume and a state-of-the-art 464-watt Harman Kardon 16-speaker sound system. This car also has air console games, but very difficult to use because first you need to log in using your BMW ID and then set up an eSIM. It's all very stupid. The X5, like all other BMWs, has a feature which most BMW owners aren't aware about and thus don't end up using it. So BMW has given a stock here on the left of the steering wheel. If you push it downwards, it turns on a pulsating orange light on the left side of the car, both at the front and rear. This particular feature is usually helpful to inform other drivers about your intention of changing a lane, and by pushing the lever upwards, you can also turn on the right side pulsating orange lights. Many car brands call this simple yet useful feature as indicators, but most BMW drivers I know aren't even aware that such a feature even exists. In fact, this car is so feature loaded that it has a 468-page user manual, and it gets ADAS features too, like lane keep assist and automatic emergency braking. The X5 can also park itself. But not everything is amazing because in certain places the X5 has started to show its age. Like, there is no camera cleaning function in this car. The vents on the front fenders are fake AF, a stitch has come out on the steering and the thread is hanging abruptly on the wheel. One of the dashboard panel has a gap and is ill-fitting. The AC vents are flimsy with AC controls inside the touchscreen, which has way too many widgets and a not so great UI. The instrument cluster is too cluttered, front seats don't get height adjustable seat belts, the key is too basic, and BMW used to offer a display key earlier which lets you adjust the ride height from the key itself, but that's no longer offered. Yes, this car has air suspension with 5 ride height modes, so you never have to worry about that big fat pothole that erupted after a few drops of rain. But enough of the gyan, let's give it the beans. Into drive, gearbox into sport, hazard lights off, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor. Launch control does not work somehow. Yeah, I've heard this from a lot of owners. Launch control doesn't work properly in the X5, and that's 0 to 100 km per hour in 6.15 seconds, which is quite accurate in spite of the fact that we are having an upslope here. So this car goes from 0 to 100 km per hour in a claimed 6.1 seconds, and we've almost got the same time here, which is quite impressive. Now this car feels very peppy to drive. It feels very punchy. The steering is just the right size, which makes it super duper fun and nimble and agile in spite of the hefty weight of this car, which is obviously around 2,400 kgs or thereabouts. Oh, look at this. I love this. I absolutely love this. They've done a phenomenal job here. So this guy is having a 3-litre straight 6 diesel engine. This is the xDrive30d. Meanwhile, the petrol is actually having more power because this one is making 286 horsepower. The petrol is making 381 horsepower, and that's the reason the petrol, in spite of having lesser torque, this one is producing 650 Newton meters of torque. Look at the kind of animation. That's super duper awesome. I just wish we had the classic round dials of BMW right here in the instrument cluster. So like I was telling you, this car is actually making 286 horsepower and 650 Newton meters of torque, resulting in 0 to 100 kilometers per hour coming up in 6.1 seconds. Meanwhile, the top speed happens to be 243 kilometers per hour. That's a bit too precise. Can it be 250 kilometers per hour? The petrol is actually faster. It hits 250 kilometers per hour because it has more power. It goes from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 5.1 seconds, which is quite quick. That's actually very impressive, but the petrol obviously drinks a lot more fuel. This car will easily return around 8 to 10 kilometers per liter depending on your driving style. The claim mileage from ARAI happens to be 12 kilometers per liter, and this has a 80 liter fuel tank. So on full tank, this car will actually, and I'm not even exaggerating, this car will easily go 900 kilometers, which is very impressive. These maps are changing here. I was having the sport display. I don't know why that is gone. The engine is very refined. It's smooth, but it gets vocal. It's very fast revving as well. You've got paddle shifter, so that's manual mode right now. And when you are in, oh my god, there's a jam here. So that is the ADAS light blinking. And yeah, the punch is so instant. Now you have to be very careful because this car really pushes you back into the seat. That's how punchy and just so aggressive the power delivery is in this car. But the low end is good, so turbo lag is well contained. Mid range is also nice. Top end is very good. It's a high revving diesel engine. It's a fast revving diesel engine. So it's a very fun diesel engine, and that's obviously when you're driving in Sport Plus mode. I'm in Sport mode right now. So Sport and Sport Individual, not the Sport Plus. These are the drive modes available here. But you can dull things down by coming into Comfort mode. There's also an Eco Pro mode, which obviously, manual control of things. It will not upshift unless and until I decide to do so. That's 5,500 RPM red line, which is crazy for a diesel. Some of the petrol cars don't reach 5,500 RPM red line, but this is a freaking diesel. Look at this engine. It's so freaking damn awesome. I absolutely love it. And why am I having this? I had put some other display. This car now tries to change things on its own. So here you see power and torque meters. There you go. It doesn't feel its weight at all. It actually feels like a competitor to the Lamborghini Urus or the Audi RS Q8 or the Aston Martin DBX. That's how good the handling is. Of course, the ride is not the best because of the massive tires here, so low speed ride gets affected because of the low profile rubber. But trust me on this car feels amazing to drive. You don't feel the weight as much. It's heavy, it's hefty, there's body roll, all that is there, but the steering is so freaking brilliant here that you don't really get affected by the roll. You just enjoy it. It's point and shoot, which is super impressive for something this heavy, this big, this tall. And that's also because of the S suspension magic here, which has got 5 levels, so you can obviously drop it down to the lowest level, and that is best for high speed driving. But mostly it stays on level 3. Level 1 is something you can put, but why would you do that, right? It's an SUV, you don't want to make it a sedan. But when you put it on level 5, there's so much ground clearance when you're going off-road, but it will automatically drop the ride height to level 3 once you hit 60 kilometers per hour. So that's also there. Gearbox has 3 modes. So there's the normal drive mode like this one, and then I pull it once again, it becomes sport. I pull one of the pedals, it becomes manual, and it holds on to a gear. It does not give me this false sense of manual control. It gives me proper manual control. And what is this? Yeah, this is so freaking damn awesome. I love it. Let's do the wiper test because randomly I can. Lot of water. The horn test also. I love the horn. It's so freaking good. I don't know why I'm in love with this BMW. The X5 is on its path, on its way, en route to get ruined in the next generation with the new class design. But right now, it's just damn freaking awesome. I remember driving the X5M in Agra. Oh my god, on the Agra highway. What a car. What utter brilliance. So much power. V8 engine. Just get into the throttle. You cross the Taj Mahal in an instance. That's the kind of performance and dynamics it has, the X5M. Yeah, that is a proper Urus rival. Look at the way it maintains its line through the corners. You know what, traction control is off at the moment and it just stays glued here. That's how freaking awesome it is to drive. I love it. The ride is not the best at lower speeds because of these tires, 21 inches, low profile rubber and all that thing. But the point is that there's so much grip because the tires are too big. Yeah, staggered tire setup, and here it will not upshift unless and until I decide to do so. This car is reaching almost 5,800 RPM redline. Absolutely bonkers. What crazy redline for a diesel engine. Who would have expected? High speed stability is also very nice. It stays glued to the road because of the tires. Now the tires are like amazing here. So much grip. It's an overkill. These tires are not needed on an SUV. These are supercar tires, supercars which produce a lot more power. But here, this car is like, no, I need those tires because I can do constant 240 kilometers per hour day in and out on the German Autobahn. I remember when I was driving the X6, it used to hit 238 kilometers per hour on the German Autobahn. Like, it was restricted there. Top speed used to come in, but I used to hit that top speed, and at those speeds, this car is on freaking believably stable. Just so composed. Such a brilliant car. It is easily the best in the segment, and I'm saying that after having driven almost every other car in the segment. Not almost, I have actually driven each and every other car in the segment. Now, obviously, the other rival, the immediate rival, the Mercedes GLE, is also nearing its end of life cycle. So let's see what Mercedes does in the next generation of the GLE. Obviously, it's going to be largely based on the E-Class because that GLE is the E-Class of SUVs, and this will be based on the 5 Series. OMG, we are screwed completely. Anyways, let me quickly take a U-turn from here and look at the way it is so damn awesome. Tire screeching. This fat rubber and tire screeching is unfreaking believable and uncalled for. How does that even happen? Should we do the brake test? We shall. Hazard lights on. Oh my god, my seatbelt pretension and the brakes are just damn awesome. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, hazard lights off, and off we go. I want sport mode. Oh, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.9 seconds. I'm telling you, this is a freaking fast car. It's so freaking dynamic. It's so freaking fun. It's an SUV which doesn't make you really miss sedans because the 5C's also got a bit screwed now. So you will not really complain. But trust me, what a car. Absolutely unbelievable. The way this car doesn't feel like an SUV, although it's capable off-road as well. How is this capable off-road? Because it has got S suspension, so you can raise the ride height, and the xDrive system is rear biased, which means it's a bit playful, but the steering is the real highlight here. Absolutely amazing steering. Beautifully calibrated, you get good feel, good feedback, and it's point and shoot because the body roll is so beautifully well contained here. You can really push this car hard and fast around the corners. I don't know what's happening. Okay, there's some bumps on the road, but this car is making quick directional changes, which is the beauty of this thing. Look at it go. Unbelievable. Oh yes, I am so enjoying driving an X5. But then it's a BMW thing. A BMW is a freaking BMW. Always so dynamic, always so fun, always so engaging. No matter which BMW model you pick, the focus has always been on driving pleasure. That's why they call it the ultimate driving machine. I was fumbling there thinking, should I be calling it the ultimate driving machine, considering how the cars have become ugly, slow, and not so dynamic anymore? Because the focus is on China right now, and the Chinese guys, they don't want dynamic cars. They just want cars which are so flashy with huge screens. And thankfully, that hasn't happened here at the moment. This X5 is codenamed as the G05, and it is available in 4 variants. So there's a petrol, there's a diesel, which means there are 2 trim levels. There's the X line, and there's obviously the M Sport, which I'm driving. You won't believe the price difference between the M Sport and the X line happens to be rupees 21 lakhs. Obviously the M Sport is more expensive, gets more features, looks better with the sportier bits, the sportier bumpers and all those things. But 16 lakhs, I said 16 or whatever, did I say 21? Whatever, 16 lakhs is the price difference. Completely well worth the money, because you obviously get a lot more with the M Sport. The thing is that this car is actually cheaper than the GLE by a couple of lakhs. That doesn't really matter because the car itself costs so much, like 1.37 crore is not a small amount. So it was first launched in 2019, and now we are in 2025, and the facelift came in 2023, and next year the new generation is going to come, the next generation, which is actually going to get a hydrogen variant as well. Let's time the car again. Left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, revving the motor, no launch control, and off we go. Gear shifts are so fast. This 8-speed automatic gearbox, which is a torque converter unit, is super quick. 5.66 seconds, a little downslope to aid us here, but trust me, the gearbox is super quick with shifts. And then because you've got manual controls, you can do so many things as well. So what does it do in first gear here? Let's downshift to first. In first it does 48 kilometers per hour. In second it does 69 it does 74 kilometers per hour. In third, it almost reaches 114 kilometers per hour. So yeah, the gearing is on the taller side for a diesel engine. It's not about the tall gearing, 117 kilometers per hour. It is the high revving engine here, which is the real star of the show. So as I see it, what an absolute phenomenal car the X5 is, because it's nice to drive, handles like a charm, the ride is good once you get up to speed, but for Indian roads, these tires are a bit not right. That's it. Yeah, the driving experience is phenomenal here. I absolutely love the X5 for the driving feel, and I just wish they give us the X5M, because that's even more bonkers. The X5 is clearly the best car in its segment. It looks good, is engaging to drive, handles really well, and comes with plenty of kit too. Because it's nearing the end of its life cycle, as BMW is already in the testing and validation phase of the 5th generation of the X5, the G65, which has nothing to do with the V12 G-Wagon, dealers are now offering great discounts on the X5, making it a great choice in the segment. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give the thumbs up, that's a like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Fastbeam.